Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. It's another beautiful day in the Lowcountry. I'm Betsy McDaniel, and we'll get started with today's headlines. We've got a Michael B. Moore running for Congress with early voting underway in the Lowcountry, and now we also have a Michael R. Moore who'll be running Beaufort County. Beginning July 1st, Moore will be the new county administrator. There is no relation to the congressional candidate, and he will bring a different background from Eric Greenway, the man he replaces. The new Michael Moore comes to Beaufort County from a post as Assistant County Manager of York County up near Charlotte, where he's been there for nearly 4 years. He's a Naval Academy grad and 30-year Navy veteran. He will be faced with the task of tightening up the ship of the Beaufort County government. He says his initial areas of focus will be the organizational structure, processes, and methods used by the county, something Greenway was criticized for as he was fired last year. The Community Foundation of the Lowcountry is making life better for nearly a dozen area organizations with the announcement of $674,000 in new grants to groups like Habitat for Humanity, who received $125,000 for the Harvey Place project. Volunteers in Medicine received $130,000 for a new X-ray machine. The Beaufort County Schools got $125,000 for early childhood teacher development. $77,000 is going to Second Helpings Fleet Management Program, and $16,000 for the Bluffton Community Soup Kitchen's after-school program, which teaches kids how to garden. Inventory levels have been on the rise, so that means South Carolina home sales continued to rise in April as well. The volume of homes available statewide grew by 40% last month, more than doubling the total market selection from the same time 2 years ago. Purchases in homes statewide grew 7% in April after declining nearly 10% in March, and grew by 27% in Beaufort. Mortgage bankers say rates should stay under 7% for the summer. The state Supreme Court will still be all white, but will likely have a woman justice when state legislatures pick a replacement for Associate Justice John Kittredge, who's moving up to become Chief Justice. Richland County Judge Jocelyn Newman, the daughter of Murdoch Judge Clifton Newman, has withdrawn from the race, leaving appeals court judges Letitia Verdon and Blake Hewitt for legislators to vote on next week. Verdon is believed to have secured more than 100 votes already. She would become the only female justice on the High Court if she is elected. The holiday weekend has delayed release of autopsy information on the shooting death of 26-year-old Trevon Watson at a home in Seabrook late Thursday night. 3 other homes nearby were hit by gunfire that killed Watson, but officers believe Watson was targeted in the shooting. It's the 8th homicide so far this year in Beaufort County, after 12 were investigated a year ago. And you know what 9 plus 9 plus 9 and over again adds up to? The Island Packet is reporting that the thousands of cars that pay $9 to visit the Sea Pines added up to $4.3 million in daily passes in 2023, about $500,000 more than the year before. When you add in annual decals from service companies and short-term rental passes, Sea Pines raised $7.2 million in pass fees last year. The money is used to offset the expense of keeping Sea Pines a place people want to pay $9 to visit. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And Maria Stoden is off today, so here's Jessa Jeremiah with a look at our weather.
Thanks, Betsy. Yes, let's take a look at the forecast, which is good news for folks who are wanting to get outside over the next few days. Gorgeous weather coming up, lots of pleasant periods of sunshine, a little bit of clouds here and there. Taking a look at the highs and lows across the map. For Hilton Head, we've got a low of 65 and a high of 86 for Thursday. Bluffton, same low and high. 65 is our low and 86 for a high in Bluffton. As we move up to Beaufort, 64 as the low and 86 as the high. Taking a look at our sunrise and sunset, we've got a sunrise nice and early in the morning, 6:17 a.m., sun setting at 8:23 p.m. As we look at tides, the low tide is going to be at 10:41 a.m. on Thursday, high tide in the afternoon at 3:39 p.m. We're going to take a look at Friday's weather. A lot of similar weather as we roll into Friday and the weekend. Lows in the mid to low 60s on Friday, high of about 83 degrees. And weekend weather looks great as well. Saturday is probably going to be our sunniest day. We've got lows in just 65 to 70 degrees, and we're going to warm up to about the low 80s on Saturday. As we move into Sunday, we've got low of 70 degrees and highs of 83 to 85 across the map. Thanks so much. We'll get back to the desk.
Thanks, Jessa. Our monthly chat with Town Councilman Alex Brown comes up after a quick break, so don't go away.